Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture series of innovation and design thinking. In this session, I am going to discuss one of the most important topic for innovation and design thinking, that is design thinking in information technology, and another term is called business process modeling. So let me explain about both the things. Both are very important. You may get a numerical example based on these kind of topics. Apart from that, MCQ and descriptive like a descriptive type that also can be expected for your examination. But since the subject is mainly focusing on the MCQ, so we'll be understanding the concept. So here we are going to cover about what is the impact of design thinking in IT. So in that you will be learning about BPM, business process modeling, then agile in virtual collaboration, and scenario based prototyping. These are the three topics which you are going to cover here. First of all, why design thinking in IT? Because design thinking is a human-centered approach. It is not like a fully machine-oriented. So we'll understand the problem of others. Based upon that, we are going to design the a segment, or we are going to design a machine. While coming to the IT, so we can say, suppose customers are suffering for a long queue in the bank. To overcome that, they identified the ATM cards, right? Still, like ATM is not effective, so people they started innovating with the UPA. Correct. So now still we need to go for next level. So likewise, like it's a human-centered approach. So it must be useful to the society, and it must be usable, and it should give some value. So these are the major approach of design thinking in IT. So first, we need to understand. Suppose I'm a software engineer. I should understand the problem of client. Later, I need to develop a software, correct? So that's a major concept. So first understand and implement. So example, you can say create a user-friendly software. So identify the streamlines the workflow for the customer service representative. For example, for Amazon, I have returned the order. I have returned the order. Later, I can have the option for tracking. And also, I ordered food in Zomato. So I'll come to know that when the delivery boy will come, and I could recognize where he started. So even I can give some instruction before coming to my house, correct? So creating the service portal that empowers the troubleshoot the IT users independently. So software has to be developed in such a way that certain error debugging and clearing the bugs should be very comfortable. So these are the few examples of design thinking in IT. There are five stages it will be following design thinking in IT also. Empathize, similarly definition, ideate, prototype, and testing. It is as usual as that of like uh, the general procedure or general stages of design thinking. So now design thinking in IT, why it matters? Because for IT solutions like application development, website, internal system should solve the real world problem. Correct? So like a big basket. So it is one of the in the busiest city, in one of the busiest city, that is Bangalore. So people are finding difficulty to go to the shop, and they, getting difficulty to get the groceries. To overcome that big basket, they identified that a home delivery, one of the concept. So that is actually home delivery. We have a separate app for big basket. Everything can be tracked over there. So that is one of the example. Even like a system should be user friendly. Big basket anybody should be able to use. It should not be complicated. So IT project are aligned with the business goals. Whatever the ERP developed by the big basket Tata group, so they should able to, any stakeholders should able to inspect and monitor carefully. Innovation driven by the user needs. It has been developed because of Bangalore city people are suffering lack of time because of heavy traffic. They cannot able to move on different shops and get the grocery. So they innovation from the big basket like a Tata group. They started with the home delivery. So next topic is related to IT only. That is what is business process modeling. Business process modeling, that is BPM, is all about analyzing and improve the company process, because every company wanted to improve the employee onboarding, then order processing for the purchasing or customer service and customer support. Those things are required. So BPM will support for those process. So, okay, BPM is a human centric. It's not a purely technical. Based on the problem only, need to develop a solution in IT. So, define the real world problem is the first step. Identify the pain points. Okay. So, second one is ideate the solution collaboratively. So, perform the collaboration. Okay. So, create a dashboard. So, it will be visible to all the customer and all the stakeholders. Third one is ideate the solution collaboratively. So using IT developers, business managers, and user brainstorms. So what we can say? create a novel ideas, then prototype the process or a system. So develop uh, like a sample software, sample usage. Some company they'll be giving the free version of software. Once they adjusted it, they will ask you to pay. Same thing is applicable to other simulate the new workflow and use a BPM tool to model new customer support the process where tickets of the customers are history auto synchronized. So that is another example. Test the users. How many people are loving the software? How many people are using that? We need to have a survey. That is one of the example. Even like we can give some text box or feedback form to improve the process. So try a new dashboard with 4 5 agents. Ask if helping to resolve the ticket faster. So in YouTube, we can see that whether the YouTube studio, whether the content, finally they will ask that those contents are useful for the creators or not. Like that. That is one example. Coming to the business process modeling, there are 5 important tools. One is SIPOC diagram, second one is UML diagram, third one is BPM and process map, fourth one is value stream mapping, fifth one is Gantt chart. These are the 5 important type of business processing tool. So if I talk about like a SIPOC diagram, SIP's POC diagram is visual tool. It is based upon the Six Sigma quality control, quality, okay, and the process improvement for the map, the key element in the process, which includes supplier inputs, process steps, output, etc. in the form of a table and a diagram. Suppliers, these are the suppliers. You can see the inputs. Then you can observe the process and you can check out the output. And we can check out who and all the customer depend on the product. That is very important. SPIOC diagram. Coming to the UML diagram, full form is Unified Modeling Language. So diagram is usually represent a system. It combines the relationship with respect to like other segments. So we can use the arrow type notation. It will be very clear. So that is called UML diagram. BPM and process is nothing but like business process model and notation. That is BPM. It is a visual language used to model the business process in a clear-cut and standardized form like this. We can see with a suitable color decision making. Okay, so we'll be very clearly representing the BPMN process. So all the terminology you need to remember because you may get a questions based upon the terminology. All are MCQ type questions only. BPM tools. Okay, so value stream mapping. For example, visual stream mapping is a visual tool used to analyze the design flow of material and information added to bring about the product or services to the customer. That is another example. So examples of BPM tool, I already told you, Gantt chart. Okay, if we can able to observe the real status of the project which is implemented by the institution. Task and activity can be tracked accordingly. Timelines can be found out easily. Even start and end date also can be relocated fastly. So like a task duration can be mentioned. Even dependencies can be able to calculate it because so these are the important parameters which you will be doing like a BPM tools. So real world example, a company's employee like onboarding takes 2 weeks of paperwork and delays between the department. So what happened actually? So empathies happened. Higher authority started talking with the employee and talking with the HRs. Then later go for a definition stage. So delay are due to the manual form of filling and unclear task assignment. That's what so much of delay has been happened. Then third one is Ideate, design collaborating the portal and automated task assignment. These are called Ideate. Then coming to the prototype, simple application in the interface. Okay. Similarly, test rollout of 10 new hires and get the feedback. Ultimately, onboard time reduced for 2 weeks to 3 days. So these are the real world example. Now I'll be discussing about like how design thinking help for the BPM. By the way, design thinking transform the business process into modeling, a system focused to talk the user information tool, making IT solution more viable, faster, etc. So that's the importance of uh, this particular I mentioned already. Yeah, that is another example. Design thinking helps in BPM. So of course, design thinking is going to help in a BPM. So ultimately, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can use the comment box. So you try to give the questions practically. Okay, so that's a special type of subject that is called innovation and design thinking. So that is usually one credit course. So they'll be testing the knowledge. So based on your idea, knowledge, etc. I wish you all the very best for your project examination. Happy learning. Have a great day. Please make all the notes from the PPT. So have a great day. Kindly subscribe our channel and support. Thank you.